Should we talk about, I've got to bring this, the referee in it before we go into our NXT thoughts. And believe me, I have a few thoughts on that. I said this weeks ago. I've called another one, Brian. I've foreseen, just by looking at a guy on television, I've seen into his soul and his psyche, and I've called another one. I said that one of the referees, did I not? Am I telling a lie? One of the referees on NXT, I said weeks and weeks ago, I was watching one of the matches, I said, is that fucking guy wearing blackface? And that once I've thought that to myself, it's all I could see, because the back of his neck was pale, and his face was like he had put makeup on. It was so dark. It went even beyond the orange tint of the Mango Mussolini. It was just dark. And I thought, has somebody done some angle that I'm not aware of? You remember when I brought this up?
Oh yeah, because it made me look at it and pay attention to it.
And then you said it just looks like somebody that really is just not careful with his tanning and is trying to get cancer on purpose, like, I don't know, Randy Marsh get ball cancer to get.
I don't remember saying that.
Well, Randy Marsh got the ball cancer so he could get the fucking medical marijuana card, but then his balls were so big they wouldn't get in the door of the store. You remember when that happened? It was in all the papers. But anyway, come to find out, apparently, I think the guy was wearing blackface. Either that or he was trying to make himself up to resemble the Mango Mussolini, because apparently the guy's name is Drake Wuertz, and he has been on the internet under his own name with his smiley picture and WWE in his handle, associating with all the right-wing lunatic militia types and Proud Boys. Have you heard about this? Have you read about this?
I have.
They've got a right-wing Twitter. It's a new thing, because the people that have been run off of Twitter, and imagine how stunningly and bafflingly full of shit that you have to be run off of Twitter. That just the real egregiously stupid conspiracy theory believing right-wing lunatics have now got their own Twitter called Parler. And old Drake there, maybe that's the Drake that they were quoting the other day. Old Drake there.
That was not the Drake they were quoting.
That wasn't that same Drake. But he gets on this thing and says, hey, I guess it's coded language amongst these type of people. Hey, where's all my South Florida or South, whatever is area of Florida, where's all my so-and-so Florida patriots at? That's one of the code language for these stupid militia fucks that have their gun fantasies and play out in the woods because they can't get laid. Where's all my patriots at? Trying to be more active here. I assume going to Klan meetings and white supremacist, rallies and quilting bees amongst the white supremacist grannies and things. And he's got all the hashtags. He's a big Trump fuck. And he's got the hashtag God Guns Trump. Already, I hate this fucking guy, right? God Guns Trump. Hashtag MAGA, all this other stuff. And people find this and they've started to go, what the fuck? So it's not okay to say, no, I don't want to give up my side businesses to be an independent contractor and work for your company. But it's okay to actively promote yourself as one of these. By the way, the Proud Boys answered him. We're right here. We're right over here, just to make sure. So
where we've always been.
Yeah, where we've always been, here in Florida. So you can actively court the favor of these right-wing goof groups and crow about the idiot in the White House that is destroying our democracy, throwing people's faith in our elections out the window, making us look like an idiot in front of the entire world, and our whole country's in disarray, and all of these lunatic militia groups and these violent right-wing fascist fucking whatevers and these fantasists They want to go out and play with their fellow boyfriends in the woods with their big rifles. It's okay, but don't stand up for your side business as an independent contractor, because we'll can you on the spot. And he used to be a deathmatch wrestler now. We've come to find that's been revealed. He used to be a deathmatch wrestler for one of the mud shows up there in the Northeast somewhere. So this guy apparently is a mental incompetent. Did I cover everything? Do you know any more about this?
The only thing I could say is I actually know some people that know him. And to a man, they all say what a great guy is, how much they like him. Now, with that said, not everyone in the wrestling business is a brain surgeon. Not everyone in the wrestling business is intelligent. I can't explain or excuse any of this shit. I will say, though, what I was going to say before. Someone told me, and I didn't see it, but apparently, I guess maybe there was a tweet or something where he's the guy who, after everything went down with Joey Ryan, I guess got in touch with him and tried to push him to forming a relationship with the Lord.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, so he's just basically the world's biggest sucker. He believes in Trump. He believes this whole patriotism thing. He believes in God. And he believes in severe facial skin cancer.
It's interesting, though, because obviously you are a liberal. I'm a liberal. I know a lot of people who are big wrestling fans who are liberals. The ones who are usually up in arms about shit, whether it's something you did or something someone else did, they're usually the liberals. Wrestling, though, is predominantly run by right-wing Republicans. The WWE.
Oh, run by
AEW.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's not just the top, it's the top on down. Because he's like, doesn't he have a position with NXT Beyond just being a referee?
He was. There was a thing on Twitter where he was the guy that sent the email, right? To in Riddle's thing. Hey, they canceled out one of the girls being booked there. Was it Riddle or somebody else that's getting sued for something or did something wrong? He said, well, you had a problem with one of our talents, so we can't use you. So
right.
That was on the internet somewhere. So, but I just, my mind explodes when I see somebody under the age of 50 actually falling for this fucking right-wing Republican shit. You would think the younger people and the smart as you go along, more people are better educated, etc. But just any young people. But I guess the stupid and white people overcomes you would think younger people would be better educated and more diverse and more accepting of and more able to see a fucking sucker or a line of bullshit when they see it instead of being a sucker. I don't know. I'm astonished at young people who still want to fucking go along with it. But anybody of any age, God, guns, and Trump, right there, you can sell them a goddamn piece of oceanfront property in Nevada. Anyway, that prefaces our NXT thoughts, does it not?
It could.
Quite well. It could. It's about to.